Okay, I think we're live. I think we're live. We are live. We're live with my good friend Joseph Parker. Now, before I get into anything, I tell you what makes the Parkers a great family.
Yeah,
and they don't. I haven't told Joseph I was going to say this. Is that Joseph and I have met before, and we got on really well. He's done some fantastic things for my sons over the years, and to be totally honest with you, he's on my books as a speaker. But whenever I've got him gigs, we've got a few gigs. He's off doing something else. He's either in camp or doing something. But he is the kind of guy that he's not, and this is the same with his sister and same with all the Parkers. They don't measure stuff by, well, he hasn't given me this amount of work or we haven't done this amount of dollars. It's all just about friendship. And I just think that's a fantastic quality that you have, mate, because I feel guilty that I haven't got you more work because I managed to get something. I say to Elizabeth, I think we've got something. She goes, he's in camp.
You know what? You've done your job and you've presented a few things, but a few pop up and then all of a sudden we can't do it. But you are doing a job and we appreciate you going out and obviously looking for work for us, but representing. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you, my brother.
We've only met it was quite random how we met on the plane and so
I know
contacts, but you never know the friends that you make and the friendship you make.
Yeah, exactly. And it's an honour to know you. You've got so much integrity. Now, mate, before we go on further, and we're not going to take up too much of your time tonight because I know you're about to go into camp. On a serious note, and look, I know that Kevin is respected and he's your trainer and all that, and I understand that. I just feel like we need to keep the hands up around a bit, like around here, the gloves up around here. Do you know what I'm saying?
Is that what you've seen? Sort of.
That's what I've seen. Now I don't want them up here because if they're up here, a boxer could go like that, and if it's down here, you could go like that. But I think around about like that. And look, I don't know why Kevin hasn't said it. I don't know why David has it. And they're probably going to message me tonight and say, "Stay in your lane, Shaun. You're a speaker's agent." And I've got one.
Yeah, the good thing is
go
to get feedback from different people, and I guess with your fighting background,
yes.
With your fighting background, it's it's good.
With my fighting background, I know. My fighting background, you understand. Now, before I ask you a couple of questions, can I just show you one move that I have been visualizing, which I think could be good? All right?
Yeah.
I'm going to do this. Okay. So, can you hear me okay from here? Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, this is a new move, right? So, a lot of people go like that. That's cool. But I'm thinking what you could do is you could go down like this and go like that. What do you think of that? I want to run that past you.
That is
there merit in that?
So that looks like a kind of move that you've just invented for boxing.
I have. No one's ever done it.
Is it called?
Is there merit in that? Do you think?
The crouching punch. Is that? Do you reckon we should give it a name? The crouching.
Well, it could be. It's like the crouching something.
Yeah, the crouching. The crouching thing.
The crouching thing. We'll call it that. And here's the other thing. And I know Kevin is really not going to like this, and I can sense some messages coming in. When you are fighting Far, and I don't even know his first name, but I'm sure he's a really nice guy, and you're in the corner and you're sitting down, and the guys are, how they come around and they go, "Hey, you need to do this, you need to do this."
Yeah.
Now, Kevin won't like this bit. Block Kevin's voice out. Do not listen to him. And I want you to think two things. Up here.
Punch.
Even talk to yourself. Even go close up, or go Crouching thing.
Crouching thing. Okay.
Crouching thing. When I watched that, hey, I bought. You're writing it down. See, this is
Yeah.
I don't think though that we should share this with Kevin or David. That's just my. What do you think?
Yeah, no, we'll keep it to ourselves, right? We'll just
Yeah. Ross Highland has just said you're live, you bloody turkeys. Yes, we know that, Ross. We do know that we're live. We trust the public. Right.
We trust the public to keep it secret, and we trust the public to
keep it a secret. Hey,
we're being given.
Hey, so when do you go into training camp? When's this happening?
When do I go back into when do I go into training camp?
When do you go into training camp? When do you do that?
So I've been training ever since the last fight, which was February, and I am in shape and I'm pretty fit. And so Kevin is in New Zealand now with his family. Kevin's here with Tanya. And
is he?
Here with his son. So we'll start training as soon as he finishes the quarantine, the 2 weeks of quarantine.
Okay.
So that's when sort of serious boxing specific start. As for now, I'm still training every day, doing my runs, punching the bag, staying fit, staying strong. But when Kevin's out of quarantine, that's when we'll start the serious and more focused type of training.
Hey, tell me this: when you fight, is it? Do you think you should take emotions into a fight, like aggression? Is that what you do as a boxer? Or I've always wondered that about you. Or do you do you sort of gear yourself up and go, right, I want to knock this guy's head off? Or do you go, no, I put all emotions aside and just go and do the business? How do you approach it?
The way that I approach it personally is that I go into a fight, I know what I have to do, right? And for me, it's a sport. I don't really dislike anyone, or I'm not really angry.
No.
I feel like if you're angry, or if you're hyped up for it, you lose energy that you shouldn't be, that you should be keeping for the fight. So I think the more relaxed you are, the better. And that's the way that I approach it. A lot of fights are different, but I have no anger. I don't dislike anyone. I just want to go in there and smash them because that's what they're trying to do to me.
Yeah. So it's really just taking care of business.
It's just taking care of business and smashing them in a nice way.
Yeah.
It's a nice way.
What is your favorite punch, if you like?
Mine would be the jab, and the reason it's my favorite punch, it's because it's the punch that sets everything up. So the jab, if you have a good jab and you establish your jab well, everything that comes behind it flows nicely.
Yeah.
What's your favorite one?
Mine is, please don't hit me.
I am sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't. No, seriously, mate, I've never been in a fight in my life. I think I was in a fight once at primary school, and that's about it. I'm not a fighter. But I love boxing, as you know, and my whole family loves boxing. And my mother, she is she's a massive Joseph Parker fan, massive boxing fan. So, yeah. I think we talked about this last time as well, but we'll just touch on this briefly. Tyson, the whole thing with Tyson. How do you reckon how would you approach a fight if you were in the ring with Tyson? How do you reckon he would go? And I know that he is probably one of your many heroes, but just what you've seen these days, how do you reckon he would go?
With Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
So Mike Tyson's he's a ferocious fighter, and he's one of those fighters that come and chase you down, throw a lot of punches, a lot of movement, a lot of punches and bunches, and he throws. He's quite wild. And so I think the way that you approach a fight like him is you just have to stay calm and stay cool, and this is when the jab is the most important, because that's the sort of the punch that keeps him away, he keeps him at bay. And once you sort of establish that, just that distance, then you can actually load up on the other punches. But he is one of the most. I mean, that's why people are a lot scared of him back in the day, because just the aura about him. just before they go into a fight, he's already talking about smashing and knocking you out.
I know. He's pretty amazing, isn't he? Really. Hey, so what do you? Yeah, absolutely. So, tell us about this fight with Far. How do you? I've actually written down, for a bit of a joke, I've written down a round number that I think you're going to drop him in, and we haven't discussed this. And I want you to guess what round I've put down. I'm going to do the big reveal.
Put down round number 5. Oh,
so I'm going to keep that, and I will bring that back at the end of the fight. So just so everybody knows, I only support Joseph Parker. I'm sure Mr. Farr is a wonderful, wonderful man, and we should all be promoting the fight. But I'm quite blatant here. I'm a Team Parker guy, so I think round 4 you'll drop him. What do you think makes him a good fighter? What are things that you would, or good boxer that you would be looking for to go? Hang on, I just got to be a little bit careful here with this.
You know, every heavyweight, well, I think every fighter possesses power, and I guess if someone catches you at the right time, at the right spot, anyone can go down with one punch. So he's got height, he's got reach, and he's very good mover for a big guy. He can move very well, and that's the things you have to be careful of. You have to be careful because you go into a fight with a plan, but when you get punched, things may change. And so you just have to stay focused, stay on task, and just be wary, but also take risks, because the more risks, or the more risks you take, the better the reward.
Yeah. So you put him away 4th or 5th round. What is likely to be next for you guys? For Team Parker?
A few scenarios. It'll be we either we fight him or we beat him. We have a nice Christmas and finish off the year with a bang. And then next year we might be flying to the UK or US to fight, or if it's still if there's still a lot of restrictions because of everything's happening around the world, we can bring a big fight back down to New Zealand.
Yeah.
But in order to do that, we have to win. We have to win well. We have to look devastating, and we have to have a good performance.
Well, I tell you what makes Team Parker fantastic is actually that keyword team. You've got Kevin Barry, just the best in the business. You got David Higgins, probably one of the best entrepreneurs we've ever produced in New Zealand. You've got Elizabeth, and you've got yourself. And look, you've got the fight coming up. You've got a lot of work to do. I'm really appreciative of you catching up briefly. I'm not going to take up any more of your time.
When are you in Auckland?
Probably be up next week. Yeah. Catch up for a coffee or something if you're around.
Yeah. Come to a training session when you're up here.
Oh, man, I'd love to do that. I might do that.
I'd love to. Yeah. If you text me a day, I'll let you know what I'm doing, and then I'd love to learn about the crouching punch.
Well, I will talk you through the crouching punch. We have to be careful with Kevin, though. I don't want to upset Kevin.
I think Kevin will be happy that we're adding a few more tools to our.
Okay, the crouching punch. Okay, yeah. No, and I'll tell you what. I'll bring Ben and Jax up because they and we'll come to a training session. Man, that's awesome. Thanks so much.
You text me the time, or you text me a date, and I'll let you know the time that I'm training, and then we can.
All right, brother.
Hang out.
Hey, thank you so much for your time. You're such a gentleman, such a great family, and round 4, we're there. Yeah. Hey, by the way, I've bought my tickets for the fight. I haven't bought the tickets for my fight. One of my best mates turned around and bought me a ticket to a corporate table for my 50th birthday present.
You guys
couldn't believe it.
50th.
I couldn't believe it. So we're going to be knocking on the door, then going, can we hang out with Joseph because he's just won the fight? And you'll probably just say, just tell him that I'm really tired and I can't see him tonight.
Don't worry, you'll see me.
All right, brother. All the best. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Okay. Thanks for your time, Joseph. You're the man. Okay, bro. Bye-bye. He's such a good guy, and this is the thing with Joseph. I actually don't give him an enormous amount of work, and I always get a bit embarrassed by it. We have stuff that comes up, but then he's like the stuff that's come up. It's like then he goes into training, And that whole team, they are just so lovely to deal with. They don't just go, oh, well, this is worked, off you go. It's like you actually feel like you're part of the team. His sister, Elizabeth, is like one of the nicest people that you've ever met. And they go, oh, we're so appreciative of everything you do. And it's like, we haven't really done that much because it's just like our worlds sort of collide every time we've got something together. But yeah, he's a true gentleman, really is. And I'm so excited about the boxing. A really good mate of mine bought a ticket and surprised me and said, I've bought you a ticket for your 50th, which is just way over the top. And can't wait to see that fight, that boxing match. So yeah, hope you had a little bit of fun tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Joseph Parker, great guy, great New Zealander, a lot of fun. Something we can look forward to. I hope your week has gone well. Sort of ups and downs, isn't it, in business? Like September was fantastic for our business. October has been a little bit slow at the start, but then I've had some stuff come in today, which has been really good. And as someone said, the school holidays as well. People are on school holidays, stuff like that. So it's like amazing how things can turn really quickly. It did for me today. It was like, oh, okay, October's going to be good now. But you've just got to do those small things regularly every day. As boring as they may seem, if it's prospecting, be disciplined and say, right, I'm going to make X amount of calls every day or whatever it is. That's what gets you the results, the boring stuff, actually. Not the creative stuff, the crazy ideas, that's great. But actually, it's the discipline of going, right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to phone this amount of people. I'm going to follow up on this and do this. It's that boring. And in any business, I think, anyway. So Joseph Parker, I'm calling it round 4. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure Mr. Farr is a wonderful guy, and I wish him best in his career, but I don't wish him that much in this fight because I love that Parker family. All right, have a great night. Banjo, do you want to come and say goodnight? No, he doesn't. All right, kids. See you later. Have fun.